All right, free radicals, welcome back. My name is Dave, and this is the Radical Independent. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for still being here. I want to quickly talk about why Governor Ventura is not running for president. From what I understand, he has a family issue, and I believe it has to do with his wife. And I believe there will be an announcement sometime today about this. So again, I'll let the governor speak to the situation because I think he is going to talk about it in detail when he does issue a statement. But it is disappointing. And by the way, I've kind of had to do a little self-evaluation of my own sort of hero worship or celebrity worship. It's the same kind of stuff that gave us Donald Trump as president. And the new political thinking is, well, we've got a celebrity over here, so we need to find a celebrity to go up against the celebrity. Now, as much as that is appealing, we also need somebody who's going to advocate for policies and kind of understand, because they're maybe they're running from a place of not super wealth, but maybe even they're running from the middle class, or they're running from the lower middle class. It's really interesting as to the makeup of the political class these days. It's typically very well accomplished, or definitely accomplished people who have made it in life in one way or another. Now you're saying, well, gee, Dave, don't you want somebody who's successful, who's got a lot of money, because then at least they know what they're doing in life and they've earned money? Well, that's not how things work for most people today, though. There are a lot of people who set out to do those things and they don't achieve it because the system is rigged against them. So I think we need somebody who understands the effects of the rigging and maybe has experienced some of that rigging. And so I don't think it's a bad idea to run somebody who is more from, a common place, a working class person, a blue collar person, maybe a white collar person. But the point is, this celebrity culture that gave us Trump, is people, here's the thing about Trump, name ID. A lot of his victory had to do with name recognition. Trump? Oh yeah, I've seen him on TV. I love him. I'll vote for him. It's as simple as that. You bring a name like Howie Hawkins to the forefront and people go, who? What? And then you read his resume and you go, oh yeah, this he's good, but he's not a celebrity. Nobody knows who he is. All right, in the political world, celebrity wasn't a thing. Now it's a thing. Trump has made it into a thing. Obama certainly helped create that too, because he was a rock star. He got on stage and the women were swooning, if you remember, and he gave this flowery oratory with all these platitudes, and people just ate it up. They ate it up. It was a cult of personality. So in essence, what the American people did was, in 2008, they elected a cult of personality. They changed cult of personality in 2016. The question is, will they go back to just bland political? Because Biden is bland political. Trump is still the celebrity. And is it a battle between those two parties? Well, if you watch any of the so-called progressive media outlets, you wouldn't know there are more than just two political parties. There are. There's the Libertarian Party, and Justin Amash is probably going to run as a Libertarian. And there's the Green Party. The Green Party I've been talking about forever, and people, as soon as I start talking about it, they head for the hills. Bye, Dave. See you later. They even say on Twitter, bye. Nice knowing you. Green Party, okay? And doesn't have to be Jesse Ventura, all right? Can be whoever wins the Green Party nomination. And yes, Howie Hawkins is running, and I like Howie. I don't think I've interviewed Howie Hawkins. So my challenge to my progressive media friends or friends in indie media, reach out to the Hawkins campaign, and he will most likely want to do an interview. or if you like Dario Hunter, he's out there as well. I am an equal opportunity embracer. Okay, in other words, I will talk to anybody who wants to talk to me about their presidential aspirations. But for those of you who want the celebrity candidate and who are going to be very disappointed about what Jesse Ventura decides to do, for those of you folks who are banking on that because that's the only way we can make a dent in this, no, it's up to us to take an ordinary citizen like a Howie Hawkins, like a Dario Hunter, and say, this guy relates to me. He's a working class person. He understands the challenges I have. He empathizes with my struggles. If you're a minority voter, okay, and you know, I've been called a reverse racist because I say things like, well, minorities would never vote for anyone in the Libertarian Party. You're not going to get, I mean, you're going to get some, but some meaning like a fraction of a percent. The minority community in this country, the underserved areas of this country are finally starting to be recognized, but nobody's doing anything about them. So if the libertarians come along and say, hey, pull yourself up by your bootstraps. These are jobs that nobody else will do. You go out and do them. And you tell a single mother, and I won't say skin color because apparently that freaked people out, but I'll say a single mother with 3 children, could be any race, and you're going to tell her, pull yourself up by your bootstraps, you know, when you can barely take care of everything, and you're struggling, and this is your life, and there's, you know, you can kind of try to wish her life away all you want, but that's who she is, and that's her circumstances. So I think the Green Party does a far better job in their platform at addressing these inequalities. This is true social justice. This isn't the fake kind that you see, you know, from the neoliberal crowd. This is true justice, not just social, just economic justice, whatever. And I'm okay with that because my faith teaches me that that's the way it should be. You know, the first shall be last and the last shall be first. Okay, that's what we ought to be thinking, but we don't. So to summarize here, again, Jesse Ventura likely not running for president due to personal reasons. Doesn't mean you shouldn't seek out third-party candidates like Howie Hawkins and Justin Amash. I am with you if you want to go down that road, and this is where I will be. I will not be documenting that AOC likes to lie, or Biden versus Trump, what will that do, or how COVID-19 has hurt the, you know, it increased income inequality, or is going to cause even more of this corporate takeover, because these are all obvious things that most astute commentators have already observed and have kind of moved on from. But there are a group of so-called independent commentators that like to sort of just repeat the same stuff over and over again and hope that you're going to keep watching it because you need something to help you cope. I can understand and appreciate that, but in the long run, it's doing nothing. It's getting us nowhere. So that's my video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.